We're back.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and everything
That
to
as
everyone
well,
who.
yeah. Yeah. How's
We
your...
did have an episode planned before Christmas.
Yeah.
But like we sat down to record it, and I was just feeling so ill. So we bunned it off, and yeah. So now we're
back at it.
We're back at it. How's your Christmas and everything?
Not too bad. I saw some family and that, and then spent some time with my girlfriend. That's about it, really. And then I was just doing jewellery.
You did quite a lot of jewellery over
Yeah,
Christmas.
that's all I really
Did you get
did.
a little break away from work though as well?
Yeah, I had quite a bit of time off, which was good. But then I was down here doing work and like doing other stuff.
That's how it goes, I guess.
Yeah. How about you? Yours is eventful.
I had COVID.
That's good.
Oh
good
man.
Stuff.
Yeah, I had COVID over Christmas. So, do you know what? I tested negative though on Christmas morning.
Yeah, I see.
So I did spend Christmas day with my family,
which is pretty good.
Man, but I had the original COVID as well. So I didn't have Omicron. I had.
How did they tell? Did you just do it?
They told me in the hospital because I ended up going to like the after hours hospital thing in where we live, like the hospital. Yeah. Because I actually had I really struggled breathing, and then I started one evening my body started to panic because it wasn't getting enough oxygen, so I started hyperventilating. But in my head, I didn't know what that was. I'd never done it before. Yeah. Hyperventilate. So my fingers were all cramping up. I had pins and needles. My lips went blue, and I was having a panic attack at the same time.
Fuck that. Yeah.
And I genuinely thought I was having a heart attack because I was not being able to breathe properly or something. So that didn't help. And then went to hospital. They kind of checked all the oxygen out. They did all the normal stuff. That's mad. Going into hospital with COVID is so weird.
What is it?
Because they're like...
I've never been into hospital. Touch wood. I've never been into hospital anyway.
When you go in with COVID though, it's so weird because they're they clear the whole area.
Really?
Of people. They phone you to come in at the door. Obviously your mask and everything. And then when you go into the room with the doctor, firstly the doctor doesn't speak to you in the room. The room is freezing cold because it's winter and they open the windows.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in there shivering, having a panic attack, because I'm fucking thinking I'm gonna die.
That's not good.
So and then the doctor walks in, doesn't say a word.
Yeah. Checks
all your vitals, plugs you in, whatever, does all that sort of stuff, and then calls you from the outside the room.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh right, I'm supposed to stop the breathing and everything.
Man, yeah, it did not help when I was having a attack because I was getting do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's it wasn't fun.
That does not sound
then the symptoms started to ease a bit. A week after being negative as well, the COVID lungs were bad. I tried to go back to the gym. I was struggling. I had it bad.
Fuck that, mate.
But Omicron's been everywhere lately.
Yeah. Touch wood again. I haven't got it. I haven't had any.
From what I can understand, it is just a bit it's barely anyone's getting into hospital with it, and it's just a bit of a cold. But
yeah, I think people are still. I think what it is people are still in bed. People are still being admitted to hospital, but it's not as serious as something. I'm not a doctor, so so I don't really know or involved in that sort of thing. But my girlfriend is, and she tells me a bit about it. So. Yeah, well,
it is nuts, though, isn't it?
Not fun.
No.
So, other than that, was it good?
Well, we have quite a small family anyway, but it was fine. It was.
Yeah, didn't really fit. It felt a bit weird this year.
Yeah, it just felt a bit off. It felt a bit like last year.
Yeah, this whole it's all because of Corona, isn't it? It's
I got to see quite a few mates though. Weird. That's why I happy to.
Yeah, I see. I couldn't see you because you were dying.
I was dying,
and then by the time you wasn't, it was Christmas Day.
Yeah.
So I didn't see. Do you know what? No, I didn't see anyone before Christmas. I see Will.
Afterwards.
After. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So I didn't see anyone else.
Yeah.
Apart from family and
stuff.
that.
Yeah.
But I was just chilling.
No, it was nice. It was nice to sort of take a step back. I do get a bit annoyed by Christmas sometimes because I'm just it's putting everything on pause and I've got all this stuff I could be doing.
Yeah.
It's a bit I
quite enjoy it just because of
gives you a break.
Because I work obviously for my dad's firm as well. And it's I just like having that time off. But I
I like having the time off, but I don't like everything else being shut down.
Yeah.
That's what annoys me. So I had stuff like I had clients, so I need to get like a business card printed for, and I couldn't do it. And all, do you know what I mean? It's just like,
I suppose it's different for what me and my dad do as well, because we could work through the whole thing, but in fact my dad went in to go to one of the sites and do some work, because we can. It doesn't affect us, and nothing being open really, because we've got our own supply of materials where we store them, and it doesn't really affect us that much. But and for me as well, it doesn't really affect me because I normally order before. But saying that, I have had a bit of a struggle getting diamonds from some people because of the Christmas orders. Obviously, they've got supply. I'm an okay client of theirs, but obviously I'm not buying every day because I'm not like the biggest jeweler in London.
Yeah.
Whereas they're buying tons of it, and for Christmas, everyone's buying stones because of for the Christmas season. And the most popular bit of Christmas jewelry is little diamonds, and that's my specialty, like small stones.
Well, I guess, but it'll start coming back now.
Yeah, I can get them now. In fact, I've got a little parcel should be being organised for me. So,
nice.
Which I've got to shed out the money for, but
lovely
is what it is.
Got
to make it first.
Yeah. So what was I going to say? Oh yeah. So I got you your Trotter's hat.
Yes, mate, you did.
They're banging, these hats. I got one as well. We'll wear it next. Next time we'll tag them in this and stuff.
Shout out Trotters.
Trotters.
We need to get some made for it. It's a bit of sacrilege, really,
I
since
know.
we've got our own brand, but it is what it is.
No, but I like. Do you know what? I think it's cool to wear. Like, I don't know. It's just because it just shows your.
These Trotters, Chrono 750, a few other people like A Jewelers and that. They're the ones who got me into the whole scene. So this is pretty sick. Like I've always, I like know some of the boys there, but not like very well. We've seen each other through trade shows and stuff. But yeah, they sort of the ones that got me into it, as well as obviously some other jewelers that I mentioned.
And it is a banging looking. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not like a cheap like.
No. It's nice. I like it, man. I wear hats. I wear hats all the time. You look back on the podcast, I'm probably wearing a hat every episode. So
and then I'm wearing Nico's.
Oh yeah, shit. There you go.
Nico's God tier.
Repping other brands.
This is cool. Like I don't know if you can see these, but like it's like proper like.
Yeah, I can see it's like 3D.
Like, 3D or whatever. It's got a little thing on here. It's quite nicely made.
Yeah, it looks it.
We just plug in people's merch now.
Yeah, which is fine. Well, do you know what? Do you know what's funny? Like back when I was first started in the whole watch scene, people didn't like jewelers. Didn't really. They did behind the scenes. They were like like friends and stuff.
Yeah.
But like now, you see it a lot more where other jewelers are promoting other jewelers, which is quite nice. You don't see that in a lot. Do
you know
what's
interesting? I think something changed when certain guys became like YouTube based. Like so, Timepiece gentlemen, who I can always talk about.
Yeah.
They kind of almost. I feel like they were the ones who kind of set it off for doing their like week in their life.
Yeah.
Who a lot of people actually ended up copying. But then you got Luxury Bazaar, Roman.
Yeah.
Watch Trader and Co up in Newcastle. They're banging. I love their videos. And Trotters now.
Trotters do some sick
Trotters
videos.
ones are sick.
Yeah,
I like watching Trotters ones.
Yeah.
Because it's not too serious either.
No. Which is like similar to that's my whole. Why I started
That's what I want
to
start creating.
I wanted to be like that. I didn't want to be like snooty. Oh, we only do, we're quite posh sort of thing. I'm like, and I'm a middle class person, or not even that. I'm a working class person, and you could give me millions and millions of pounds. I'm still going to act like that. I'm still going to be that sort of person. I want to be, and I also one day wanted to have like the shop where, the people behind the counter are like not in suit and tie. I hate that. I hate going. That's one thing that for me as a consumer when I was younger, I'd walk into like Omega and it was just intimidating.
You got the guy at the door who looks like.
And you got the people at the door who open it. When you're like about 30 centimeters away from the door, they're not very greeting. Obviously, I get it's security. It's fair enough, whatever. But it's not that. It's when you're in the shop and everyone's in suit and tie and everyone's like, oh, how can I like? It's just very like. I don't know, very formal, and it's not. I don't know. It's different thing. I don't understand why you'd go to one of them. Obviously, I would. I do understand when you're talking about saving money and like reselling and stuff. That's fair enough. But I don't understand why you'd go to that and want that experience when you could go to somewhere like Trotters or somewhere like A Jewellers or somewhere with that sort of crowd who aren't going to be like that and are going to be more personal with you, and you can build a better relationship. Because 9 times out of 10, the person in the AD is going to be a different person every single time. Like you're not going to have that unless you're going to like Rolex and stuff, and or like Watches of Switzerland and things. Some places like that. Though I know a few people who work there, and they're always like working there. But you're going to build a better relationship going to somewhere like that, or to us, or to some smaller businesses sort of thing. But if you're going to buy a brand new, go for it and make some money.
No, exactly.
Speaking about the whole making money on new stuff, you messaged me the other day and I didn't even realise it was happening. The watch prices. Yeah,
it's mad. So what was it? Yeah, Tudor have gone up to, I think it's, well, what's so interesting,
3K for a standard now, isn't it? You told me.
Yeah, well, but it's not on Tudor's website yet. But Goldsmith it was.
Really? Not fair.
I don't know if that's changed yet. Let me have a look. Well, Tudor, basically Rolex is increasing its prices by what was it?
It's different across the board now.
I thought it was a percentage.
Yeah, what it is, I think it's like 5%. I could be wrong, but I think I saw somewhere it's 5%. But for the subs, it's gone up more than 5%.
Oh, okay.
So the subs are at 10 something now.
Really?
Quite a lot for a sub. I remember when they were fucking 5.
You can't fucking get one.
Yeah, you can't get one anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the Oyster Perpetuals, the 41,
yeah, what are they up to?
5K. Over 5K.
What were they before?
4.8.
4.8, yeah.
Which is fair. Like, I see that, but it's still a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah,
of money.
And I think Tudor Black Bays are now up to 3K,
which is good. Well, I think that's still good.
They were 2.8. So
I wish I'd have bought one, but I didn't have the money going around.
And but speaking of the Oyster Perpetuals, one that's gone to the moon is the Tiffany, because obviously that 5711 went for 6.5 mil.
Yes.
So I didn't know this, but Patek have made 170 total.
Yeah, because it's 170th year anniversary.
Yeah. So this one went for 6.5 mil with the auction fees. I think it actually sold for like 5.1 or something.
Buyer's premium or whatever it is.
But yeah, the 41 mil Tiffany. So okay, what is it? At the time, it was 4.8 grand.
4.8 now.
People are trying to sell them on Chrono for 29 grand because
and then some people are being ridiculous at like sticking up for like 50.
Those ones have gone away now. They're not so.
They were never going to be.
But do you know what's mental? A lot of it, I think, are dealers just trying to have a stab in the dark. And
do you know what? And
then that's actually caused them to go
when
up.
When the Pepsi on the Jubilee bracelet come out, exactly the same thing happened. They were up at like 30K. Like people were just putting them up, and then after like two months, maybe a month even, they were down to 15, which is where they stayed for a very long time.
Yeah.
So this will happen with that. It might even go down. I think it will go down a bit more.
Yeah, we'll go back down. I saw a lot of watch dealers just going like online, just going, yeah, just don't buy it.
Do not buy it for that price because
you'll lose money. It's no
wait a year. Yeah, if it's at that price in a year, then wow, that's pretty.
I think things like pricing, like for luxury, not. I think everything's high at the moment anyway.
Yeah.
And stuff will at some point go down. Not everything, but stuff will start going down. That whether it's jewelry, cars, watches,
a lot of stuff that's getting up there, and it's. I just think it's ridiculous to pay that sort of money for that, and they're not even limited. Technically, they're not even limited, but fair enough. I mean, it was quite a good idea though, because of the Tiffany dial selling. They obviously.
Someone said to me, for
them to do that.
He said like as soon as that Tiffany sold, he messaged me going, "Oh mate, I could have got one of these Tiffany's." And he was like, "I reckon they're gonna go for crazy money because of that."
Yeah.
5711. Is it because they're discontinuing the 5711?
It's done. It's already done. It was discontinued when they done the final edition was the green dial,
and then this 170.
And this is the limited. That's the done. But they probably, do you know what? I reckon in like an anniversary they'll do it because that is their watch.
Yeah.
That is the watch that.
And do you know what else? So they've done 170. I think they're only releasing a certain amount per year.
Yeah, they probably will.
I heard it's as low as like 20 a year or something. I read somewhere, which I don't know how that's going to work, but that's what keeps the price.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, even if you, I suppose they're doing what Rolex has done for a very long time, is where they control the secondhand market in a way that benefits them. So like with Rolex, they're one of the only brands that have the ability to control how much their watches go for, and they could shut that down in a second. They could open up approved used Rolex and shut it down in seconds and sell it for like and reduce the margins that people are making on these watches, because Rolex would just be buying all the used watches, you know.
But they want that.
But
hype,
they want that allure, that thing. That's if you imagine having a brand that, say it was us. I'll make a ring for 100, say a cheap ring for 150 quid, sell it online. Someone buys it, flips it for 500 quid.
Yeah.
Imagine having that. You would never ever lose. Your demand would never stop, because the amount of people trying to make a quick buck. And like I say all the time, everyone and their nan is a watch trader now. Yeah. Everyone is. Literally. So like, and it's always in people's bios and whatnot, and they are not really. And like, I don't know, like everyone is now. Yeah. So for Patek to start, well, they've done it anyway before, but like for them to really to be doing what you said while releasing that is probably what they're doing. Yeah. Just controlling the market, which is good, because you know it's just going to keep making them more desirable. Which is fucking crazy. I've got something to go for to say.
Go on.
Basically, you got me this, so I got you something little. It's only small. It's pretty funny, but I think you'll like it. All right. So here we go. It matches your t-shirt. Sort of thing. Yeah, it does.
Oh, you fucking...
There we go.
Yes.
So it's a Casio F.
Oh, look at this.
What is it called? It is
Nico's going to love this.
Mate, it's absolutely sick.
Here we go. Cheers, man.
It's all right. I've got the specs on it here.
There we go.
It is a Casio F91W. It is I think it's one of the most sold ever watches.
Look at that bad boy.
There we go. And I've also got some people who are famous for wearing it. So here's a list of people, right? So Ryan Reynolds in Free Guy, he wears it.
Oh.
Barack Obama wears it.
Legends.
Cheers,
man.
Some guy in one of the films Napoleon Dynamite, which is quite a famous film. Seth Rogen wears it in one of his films. The cast of Stranger Things, the kid with curly hair, I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he wears it in the film. Michael B. Jordan wears it in one of his.
There we go.
And what's his name again? I've forgotten I don't know how to pronounce his name.
Oh, Ayrton Senna wore one.
Ayrton Senna wore one. And the better thing is Michael Schumacher.
Yeah.
I think you probably know this, but he had one super glued to his.
I did not know this.
Okay, you'll like this then. You'll like this. He had one super glued to his steering wheel in his
no way
car, and I've actually got a picture of his. I'll send it to you so you can put it up. But that is his Casio F1 stuck to the steering wheel of his F1 car.
See, that's mental. I never knew that.
And he personally asked for that to happen because
this is pre-Ferrari, so this is
This is like you can see
mad.
how old the
Yeah.
Who else? Some people from Sting wear it famously. Oh, and my favourite is Osama bin Laden.
Oh, okay, right, yeah, that's put a downer on it.
That is the watch. That is actually why it's quite a famous watch, because Osama bin Laden.
Brilliant,
has
love
one.
it.
But
banging. Matches the t-shirt.
I thought you'd like that.
So I love that. Yeah, brilliant. Now, if I ever have a nice watch, I can wear this and not get it robbed.
That's what I mean. To be fair, I'm going to order one for myself.
Yeah, they're worth it.
I was like, I saw it, and I haven't put it on. I just put it on my wrist. Like,
see how it fits? Look at the sizing.
I laid it over my wrist, and I was just like, oh mate, that's fucking sick.
What's that?
I'm wearing my my Rolex Oyster Date.
I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Have you not?
Tap the shutter button on the left. Ah, you got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Hang on.
Oh yeah. Oh.
There you go. More or less.
Yeah, that's more or less it. There's pictures of it somewhere on the Instagram somewhere.
This is like your.
That's my first ever watch.
Yeah. Do you change it from bracelet to...
I change it about all the time. I have a Jubilee for it somewhere, which is my favourite to wear on, but I've got to get one of these. This is fucking so sick.
It fits your wrist nice, actually.
It's a nice size. Do you know what I wanted to do?
What?
A Jeweller's done one. I think it was A Jeweller's.
Diamond set.
They done it in sapphires. Like, it was similar. It wasn't this watch, but it was the bigger one. But they done it in. Oh mate, that's actually class.
God tier.
You can't beat it though. You can't
No.
beat it. Should we make one in like fucking?
We should do a bust down.
Should we do it? Oh, I had that idea in school and I never done it. I've always wanted to do it. I have the ability to do that now. Like,
what bust down that?
Well, not it'd have to be metal, but we could just do that. We could just do
that's what I mean. Just do the case. Full diamonds.
We could take one apart. That'd be fucking sick video.
Oh, I swear the guy from Back to the Future's got the calculator one.
Casio Databank.
Brilliant. Fucking love it.
There you go. I thought you'd like that. So
what a gift.
Yeah, and it's got 7-year battery life.
Fuck.
7 years, mate. They are fucking incredible watches. Do you know what? We could sell some on the website. We could
just fucking buy a bunch
and sell them on the website, shall we?
Yeah, could do. Yeah,
let's do it.
Actually, speaking of what, because I've got So I talked a few weeks ago about my granddad's watch.
Yeah.
Which is this. It's not worth a lot, but it's
means a lot, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. So we're gonna do a video on
People
this.
have seen it briefly before.
Yeah, I don't know if I've put it in.
Maybe we didn't make the car.
I don't think we ever showed it.
Oh no, you didn't show it. You were wearing it, but you didn't show it, did you?
So yeah. My granddad's. It was in his drawer for like most of his life. But it's his sort of. I forget how it's POLJOT.
Proplot, I think. Proplot. Yeah. There's a way of pronouncing it.
It is technically a Russian. It is technically a pilot's watch. A Soviet pilot's watch. But yeah. So we're planning on getting this restored. What's really cool is the way it's sort of aging and stuff. But yeah. So we're gonna do a series on restoring this a little bit more. I mean, Archie's already had a go with it. Giving it a little clean up. The date goes up in odd numbers.
So it needs to be serviced. I know. I have a suspicion of what it is, but I opened it up not too long ago and it started working again on its own.
Yeah.
So whether I believe it to be a spring that's slipped.
Right.
But basically, it's just a U-shaped spring with a little kink in it, and that could have slipped. But when I opened it up, it was fucking.
What's funny is you've got basically another one of those watches in spare parts,
so
like case and everything.
Yeah,
you got glass.
Do you know what? Yeah, I might do. Oh, I fucking forgot. I forgot the safe key.
Oh yeah,
I'll go get it in a minute. It's in there. We can have a look. But yeah, we can swap the glass, or I might be able to just polish that glass up, unless it's got a crack in it. Have a look.
Have a look. Fucking
if
banging.
It's cracked, then we shall replace. Yeah, it's got a crack in it. There. We'll just get a new glass for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. We'll do a video on that.
That'll be a cool video.
I'm getting a bench installed in the. But this was actually where I had the watchmaking thing before we done the podcast. But because of the podcast, I wanted to have this, and I was focusing on the jewelry at the time. But now we're getting to the stage where, the jewelry's nearly there.
Yeah.
And we need to do the watches. So I'm going to put a watch bench in here, but it's going to have to be like a foldable, retractable one.
Because the podcast studio.
Because we still need the space.
In the studio,
so I mean, the desk would come up to where Julius's knee is, and it would be pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think it would just come out to like here or somewhere so you'd see it.
Yeah. It might even be less than that, but I would rather still have the space because we still have camera gear and stuff that we need to might maneuver around and that. And also I want to put one so we can get good shots of it. So we can have
put the
camera one side right in there. Yeah.
We talked about putting something across the two benches. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
we should do a workshop tour as one video.
Yeah, that'd be sick. What, show everyone like the equipment?
Yeah, because I'm thinking it'd be good to start getting videos out on that YouTube channel because we did the Cartier ring.
Yeah, I'll go subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. I mean, if they're watching this, they'll already.
Well, yeah, unless you're watching it on Spotify, which is slightly possible. Who knows?
Right. What else have we? So I've got I want to end the episode with 2022 goals, plans, resolutions, all that. But let's.
Okay, I have another thing. Richard Mille, my favourite brand ever.
Watch brand.
So much so that I am going to get a tattoo soon. I'll show you this first because I am going to get it done.
The tattoo's cool.
Basically, what it is a silhouette of a. I'm just debating whether to get this one or this one. I'll show you what they are. I don't know if you. Shall I show the camera?
Yeah.
It's easier.
You might not just send me the.
I'll send you the photos.
Yeah.
But this one or this one.
See, I prefer the other one just because the way it looks. Is in
The simpler one.
yeah.
Simpler one.
No, go back.
That one.
No, other one. That one.
That one. It's got no brand. Oh, it does have a tiny bit of branding on it on this one, which is cool. I don't mind that. I want it to say.
Well, it's going on your body,
it's
so
going,
you
yeah.
need to like it.
It's gonna be. I don't know where to get it though because it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be a fine line one. Oh shit! It's gonna be a fine line one because of yeah, because that doesn't really.
And what's cool is when you like in summer, if you want to actually get it out a little bit, you can
put shorts on. Yeah, which I wear. I wear shorts quite a lot.
Yeah.
So lower thigh would be cool.
in the gym and stuff. That's why if I was to get a tattoo, it'd be like on this thigh probably.
Because I've got one. I got a rose here already.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get a little cherub thing shooting an arrow, but I want to get a watch one, and I don't want to get the classic watch one that everyone's got.
What's that?
Stopwatch, like everyone's got it. I don't want that. And I want
the guy from Timepiece Gentleman got a full sleeve. I showed you it, didn't I?
Of like different cogs and stuff.
Yeah, he's finished it now. It's like literally his whole arm is just the internals of watches.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I couldn't commit to that.
No, it's a bit risky.
I want my. That's why I said I will never sleeve this arm completely because when I take, it sounds so stupid, but when I take pictures of my watch or look at my watch, I want to just see the watch.
Yeah,
I don't want to see my tattoos because I just don't like. That.
See, I would if I knew that I was never going to get employed and all of this sort of stuff, and I was set. I would probably quite comfortably get something really small on my hand.
Like
really
hand tattoos,
small, like a little rose or something really small on my hand. But because like it's quite risky, like you never know.
Yeah, I mean it's totally your style. It's just like style, isn't it? It's like whether you like it or not.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, some people suit it, some people don't. Some people, I think all people really would suit it, but like, it's whether people own it or not. But like, this arm, I'd be happy to do because the only thing that goes on this hand is jewelry, and jewelry's different to watches. Like, as much as you appreciate jewelry, I can if I really want to take a picture of it or something, it can go on this hand. But this one can be my like, you know, I can use this for over my life and tattoo this over as on you know, I would never go and get a massive tattoo straight away. I'd rather build it up and like, you know, bits that mean to me and stuff. But yeah, the Richard Mille tattoo, and on Richard Mille, put my phone away, I shouldn't have done that. While we were off, Richard Mille come out with
I don't know this.
A new RM3503.
Your phone?
Which is, I do. I'm literally pulling it up off the Instagram here.
I like that.
But it's absolutely dope.
I like that a lot.
So basically,
I like the symmetry.
What they've done, right, is actually quite groundbreaking in terms of mechanical. So if you scroll to the back, now zoom in on the rotor.
Oh, I have seen it. I love it on this.
Yeah.
That colour's my favorite. Because baby blue is like one of my favourite colours.
It's so nice. So zoom in on the back. You see the rotor?
Yeah.
It's split. And what they've done there is they have engineered in a way for obviously episode. For people who I just screenshot a few pictures of there we go, that one and that one. What they've done with which is pretty groundbreaking is they've knocked the whole thing. They've split the rotor. So for people who are playing sports, like it is a Rafael Nadal. Yeah, it is for Rafael Nadal. Well, that's who's sponsoring it in all the adverts anyway. It's so that people have an ability to wear it whilst they're doing sports and not have to worry about, because it's automatic. Obviously, if you're playing golf or playing tennis, you swing your tennis racket and it's your watch is on your wrist. Your rotor is then going to be going spinning really, really fast. Potentially on stuff like Richard Mille, it's so fine, like the carbon fiber in it. Obviously, it's very, very strong and very, very tested, so it's very unlikely that it would happen. But they've done this as fail safe. Okay. So imagine it's spinning around. It's putting quite a lot of over time. It's putting wear on the braces and movements and whatnot. But what they've done is they've made a button on the side of the case where you click it, and it takes the rotor, which is normally like a triangular sort of section, and it splits it in half, which makes it equal on either side. So it no longer goes. It turns into sort of like it will still spin, but not
as much.
Not nowhere near as much.
Does that affect anything in the performance of the watch in terms of power?
The power reserve on them is massive anyway, like pretty big. But so it's not going to affect that. But it means that you can play sport and do all this and not worry about your watch.
So why would they have the button as an option? Why is it not always?
Because it's never been done before. So
so they want to show off.
They've wanted to be able to split. To get all the mechanics in, I don't know if it has a statistic on how much it weighs, but it's not a lot at all.
No.
I think it's like just over 30 grams probably this weighs, and that's probably a bit more than that actually. But it weighs nothing. And Rafael Nadal watches, they're the normal ones, like the 27 whatever. That one weighs 20 grams. That's mad. Unbelievable that they get all that. That's manual wind, so it doesn't have the automatic rotor in it stuff, which is the heavy part, which is literally a weight.
Yeah.
So in this one, it's not as light. But it's still light because RMs are unbelievably light anyway, unless you're buying golds and stuff. But anything in TPT carbon's bloody light. So the fact that they've got all the engineering in to make the rotor split by the push of a button. Imagine how much extra metal that must cost. It must be like...
It is mad, yeah.
It's crazy, but the way they've done it to keep it so light and keep it like a sports watch, to be able to split the rotor in half is crazy.
I love that baby blue as well. Do you know what I sent you the other day, that Omega Geneva, and someone had painted it baby blue, the dial.
Oh yeah.
I love that. I want that watch so bad.
You can actually, they made some dials like that back in the day.
Are any of them actually factory?
Some of them are, yeah.
Really?
You have to. They're probably
it's probably painted.
It's hard
I just have one as just a fun watch anyway.
Yeah, it's hard to find.
Part of it is like I quite like that Tiffany.
Yeah. But
I like the Oyster Perpetual quite a bit.
Oh, that was. Do you know what? That everyone says that's so good. Everyone says that's like their favourite one. My favourite one out of the batch that come out when they come out was the Rolex Green, because I just think it has I think it has like versatility for the future. Like that's Rolex colour.
I just like the blue colour, and I just think it just as like a fun, like every now and then. I just think
imagine wearing it on the beach, like I like the colour.
I think it's just a bit of fun. It's not a serious watch. It's not like they look quite big as well. I know it's only a.
I had one of those, but not the dial.
I think that looks sick.
No, sorry, that's the one you're getting, but you're getting the day, and obviously not that dial,
and not on a bracelet.
And it's not on a bracelet. It's going to be on a strap.
949 though. It's money.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Make some dough on that watch. Nice patina on it as well. So.
But yeah, that's something I would actually, if one popped up one day, or if we get a cheap one of these in, I'll just get the dial. We try and paint it.
Just keep your eye out for Geneves. Some of them, sometimes they come up. You're going to probably pay about two something now. 200 something.
So I guess you need to do work on them though.
Yeah, but that's price. For me. That's literally like.
Not long.
No, that's easy for us.
Yeah.
Okay. I might even have the case build up for that watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and potentially in the parts.
It'd be sick to make one. There's another video. Making our own Tiffany. Oh, do you know what we should do it in Tiffany blue?
We could.
As a little fun.
That'd be pretty sick.
Making a Tiffany.
I actually have a spare. I actually have a spare dial with nothing on it where I fucked up once, but the only problem is printing on the dial. We'll have to send it to a printer.
Yeah. We can do. It'd be a cool little video series, I think. Especially the thing is, all these things we need to get on them while they're hot. That's the issue. Like the Tiffany's a talking point at the moment.
Yeah. But that's something that could be done though. Do you know what we should actually spot? We should look out for trends like that
and then jump on them.
Once we do the watch, once we get that whole side of things up.
Yeah.
And we can do videos.
I do fun like creative videos.
That's a good idea to keep in mind for all that stuff.
Do you know what I had the idea the other day? If we can try and get a dial that is easy to draw on, get Will to make a design on the dial.
Yeah, that'd be fucking hard.
But to make him to do an actual proper, like, not just like a freaking pattern, like an actual drawing in the watch dial.
That'd be fucking awesome. He could do it under the microscope.
Yeah. If he's
he could do it. Yeah, he could. I reckon he could.
That'd be sick. That'd be sick.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Any more watch stuff?
Let me see.
Jewelry stuff.
I've been working on a few bits. I've just had a text from one of the other jewelers. I won't read that yet.
From Trotters. Well, why are you wearing my hat?
Yeah, why are you wearing a hat? No. One of the guys who's going to be also listed on the website.
Oh yeah, you told me about that.
I've made a few bits, nothing crazy. I will share this little snippet of information. I'm thinking about potentially, in the next like 5 years, we're launching a watch brand.
Oh, you told me about this.
Yeah, I've thought about it, and I come across the designs for it the other day, and it was on top of the fridge. Like I was just looking around, and I see something poking out the top of the fridge. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And I looked up there, and I was like, "No way!" It's the fucking
Do you know what the
Sketches.
problem is? There's so many of these small watch brands. It's such a saturated.
That's why.
But you said something about this.
So
design is special.
yeah, so it's going to have a movement, hopefully incorporated by one of my really good friends that's never been released before. And another one is we want to break a world record with it. So I won't say it on here, but I'll tell you later. Yeah. And it won't have anything to do with the jewelry company. It'll have to be its own identity. Like have to have its own thing.
Yeah,
we could stock them obviously, but like this is years of in the future, because the development stage of just the case is probably going to take fucking ages to get it to the standard. How like for example, like Richard Mille.
Yeah,
you're going up against people like that.
Yeah,
like for the world record that I'm thinking about going for, which is possible because I've done all the I've done so much research into it. The other night I couldn't sleep because that's all I was thinking about. I stayed up all night. I ended up going to work at 5. I had 2 hours. Not even that. I had an hour's sleep because I couldn't sleep. It was like do you know what? It was like I had coffee or something, but I didn't.
I've had those. I have those sometimes with with work and stuff. Yeah. I'll get something in my head or get like a plan in my head, and
you just get so excited about it, and like
when literally I try and do a thing where I'll like focus on my breathing, close my eyes, and try and blank my head out to get rid of it out my head, and I can't do it.
And I don't know what it was. I think it was a bit hot in my room as well, and like it was like I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So I was laying in bed like, oh, what can I do this? How can I make this? And basically, I'll give you some hints. But I figured out how to make it myself out of forged carbon. So me make the forged carbon. I'll tell you about it after, because it's pretty. You'll find it interesting because you do all that car or like involved in all the car parts and stuff that are in that sort of arena. So forged carbon. Some other metals that haven't been used in watches yet, that have only just come out. They're super alloys basically, and the way that I'm planning it in my head, I've thought about it so much. Is like it has the potential to be like a really cool thing. It obviously wouldn't be like boom, new Richard Mille,
but you know, with watch brands, it's just marketing.
Yeah, exactly. It's all marketing.
Hublot is just marketing.
Yeah. You know what? If their marketing was as good as if they done what Richard Mille done. Obviously, I know that the watchmaking is unbelievably different because Richard Mille watchmaking is just architecture and engineering.
Yeah,
it's unbelievable. Hours and hours spent.
Yeah.
Hublot, not so much. Obviously, they do have a few exceptions, which is every watch brand does. Yeah. Every like Zenith is unbelievable watchmaking. They do have some shockers, but like most of their watches are phenomenal movements and stuff like that. Then they have the stuff that I'd rather buy a Hublot Classic Fusion than some of their stuff because the movements are the same, if not worse.
But then you look at other watch brands. So take Bremont or Bremont or whatever they're called.
Yeah. Some of them are fucking the watchmaking's phenomenal.
Yeah,
some of it's shit.
But also the watch is pretty. It's not anything special, but it's getting bigger because the market in F1's marketing.
Yeah, exactly.
With Williams, Bell and Ross as well, like are staying up there as well because they're marketing quite well and things like that.
Yeah, to be fair, but do you know what? I was thinking about this the other day.
Oh,
they have. I don't like them. I don't like them. I wouldn't.
I'm gonna get it out of you one day.
I would buy one if I had the money for the one that I'm thinking that would happen, but they haven't done one yet.
Right.
Imagine them doing something as groundbreaking as like anyone in the watch market, and then marketing it as this is for like Richard Mille do, because I think they're up there with Rolex, right?
Yeah, because
they've got Rafael Nadal. Rolex have got who's the other tennis player? I can't remember, but
I know.
I'm not into tennis, but
for example, so Richard Mille also in F1. The crossover is beautiful because
they're so good.
Richard Mille is all about lightweight. It's all about precision, about like technical, like the most amazing blah 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 blah. it's just like F1.
Yeah,
and that's why they sponsor like 3 or 4 teams. He also does love.
He does like motorsport,
but then he's competing with freaking Rolex.
Yeah, which is
and Tag,
has been in the motorsport industry for fucking
Rolex
years. Like Daytona is named after
the 24 hours of Daytona.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, But that's what I was saying. Like Hublot, if they marketed differently to the standard of, obviously it does have that stigma now. From a watch trader perspective, not. I wouldn't say from some. Imagine you don't know nothing about watches.
Yeah.
Did you see the first time you saw Hublot? The first time I saw Hublot,
I used to love Hublot.
I was like, wow, that's so cool.
I used to send you things like Hublot going, I want one.
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Like I did the same thing. Yeah. But that's because you have no.
I used to like Hublot because it looked like AP though.
Yeah, fair enough. But I had the thought that, oh wow, that's pretty cool. That's different. Like it's a bit edgy in that. If they had that marketing strategy that.
Oh, do you know? Funny enough, actually, I just remembered the other reason I like Hublot. A few influencers I used to follow, car influencers, used to wear a lot of Hublot.
Yes.
So again, marketing. There you go.
But then they could do it differently. They should do it differently now. But not having a good old Jean-Claude Beaver, the fucking CEO. But is he still CEO? I don't even know.
Don't care.
Fucking don't know.
Don't care.
He done a wonder with Tag though when Tag went.
Yeah.
And Blancpain as well. But that's a different kettle of fish completely. Okay. I think that's about all I've got.
2022.
Oh yeah.
Resolutions. I mean, for me, do you know what? So I've had this whole like cliche with the fitness thing.
Yeah.
Like last year I did alright. I lost 7 kg.
That's a lot.
Got into decent shape, whatever. I've put a little bit on coming into winter, and then it went bad because of COVID. I put like a couple of kg on during COVID and stuff. But so this year I'm gonna go really like hard with the fitness.
Fitness dick in your mouth. Sorry, I fucking had to.
They did that in Impulsive, like 2 episodes, like last episode. Yeah, Logan did the exact same joke.
The same joke.
I haven't watched
this. That's pretty funny. Sorry, I had to.
Fucking... Oh, you.
Do you like fitness? What? Fitness dick in your mouth. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So fitness is going to be a big thing for me this year.
Yeah.
Also, like business wise, like 2022 Wacky Races is going to be back because of COVID is now allowing for it. Mate, I need to show the Swiss. Did I show you the Swiss hotel? Mate, steamboat across the lake of Interlaken, up a cable car, and the hotel is built over a waterfall. It runs through the hotel on the side of a lake.
Where do you fucking find these places?
Just good at finding them.
Do you know what? I need to.
Well, because you're gonna hopefully you're gonna come with me on.
Yeah, that'd be good.
On the trip, you'll come in my car hopefully. So that's another goal for me. So I have I watched again Timepiece Gentleman, Anthony. He did a video of how he's planning his. You saw it in the first page when I opened it. I haven't finished. I literally just wrote finance.
Oh yeah.
He's broken up his goals into finance. So literally, like he said, he wanted his watch business to turn over, do 10 million gross profit.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking.
Then he had business goals, so he's like, he wanted to set up a production company, he wanted to do this and that.
Production company, really?
Because he does.
What for his videos?
Well, mate, why not? If he has a team who produces a video a week for his business and then a video every single day for his own.
Why
life,
not lend it out to other people?
Why
That's
not
a good
make
idea.
It's easy. He's got the team. Just it's
a good idea.
I think that's kind of anyway. I think it's a good thing. And then he had like a family one where he wanted to spend more time with his kid, and then he had like his fun ones or his personal things, which is like I think his one was get a Pagani Huayra. And then
that's fucking mad.
But then do you know what? He had a mad one, which he was like, yeah, this is big ego. This is like out there, but this is my own goal.
Yeah.
It's not, he said like, it's what, it won't happen or whatever. But he's like, I'd love someone to make a movie about my life. And he wants Mark Wahlberg to start because apparently he looks a bit like him.
Do you know that would be a fucking sick movie?
But do you know because he came out of prison 4 years ago.
No way.
With no money.
Okay,
and now he's driving a Evo wheel drive G-Wagon. His business did 35 million sales last year. He's got a team of 16 in 4 years.
Yeah, it happens to people.
And he didn't like watches that much before prison.
That's so
actually, I don't know if that's true. But that's what I mean. So
that's so mad.
You know, so he broke down his thing into goals like that. So I'm going to do the same thing. So, for example, business-wise, I want Wacky Races to have the event. I want it to make a certain amount. I'm not going to say 'cause it's charity backs and things, so we don't want to. I don't go into that stuff. But I want that to happen. I want Scott to launch the website and exhibit. I did say exhibit the London Watch Show, so that was like something I wanted to try and achieve this year. If not, it would be next year. But the problem is, it's going to keep going up.
I want to have. I want to say this now, but I really want to have the idea that we had for like the display.
Yeah.
I want that to be ready whether or not we do it, because I can store it somewhere. I'll store it somewhere. But
so the other that
I want to have that
about
done
saying
for
about,
the time when we go.
And about storing stuff, another thing I'd put in there was like have a location of some sort, whether it's an office, something, an actual place, like, do you know what I mean? I want a location where I can base Through the Lens and we can base Skylines. And then business, what else was it? Through Lens, there's certain things that I don't want to go into, like, but there were certain little targets for Through Lens. But then the one that I always struggle with, because people say like you need to reward yourself when you do well and all of this sort of stuff. So I came up with a few little goals that were like rewards or like nice things. So one was like get a new car.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, the Z4 that I want, the coupe, and then get myself like my first luxury watch, like for my own. Like my own watch rather than a watch that's in stock. And then the last one was to go to an F1 race somewhere.
That's pretty cool, actually.
They're my three like materialistic goals for this year that I want to try and achieve. So I don't know if you've. I should have always said.
I had some anyway, but
do you have do it the way I did. So like your business ones.
Yeah.
Because then actually it's a good way of.
So
and then
business,
also then personal life.
Yeah, I obviously want to be. I want to have
raking it in.
Basically, I want to be. I want this brand to be one of the most, if not popular, like interesting brands.
Yeah, I like
on Instagram. Like I want it to be like, you go on that. People like me when I was younger, I found a few accounts where people would be doing cool stuff like making the jewelry and not just stock images of the photos, which you do need on your Instagram.
Yeah, don't
get me wrong, but the first indication that got me into like this whole thing was seeing people do it, and I'm a very hands-on person, so I want to be able to go on the Instagram and go or website or whatever and go, wow, like they have content, and this is another reason, this is another form of content that we want to be pushing. Like this, we're really going to try and stick to it. We've only really had a couple of days off because we've had to have the days off.
Literally because we got ill.
We haven't had a day off because we gone, we can't bothered.
Yeah,
we've not done that.
And if it has something not worked out on the day we're supposed to record, we'll do the next day.
Organise
like we
another
meant
day.
to record yesterday, but something happened, so I had to record today.
Which is fine. So like, that's one of my goals for the business. Obviously, I do want to be seeing a substantial profit.
Launch the website is like the first one for 2022.
Yeah, which will happen. Happen very, very soon. The stock's nearly ready. I want to do. I've got someone else's stock ready already to do. I actually need to maybe send you the photos and edit them and stuff.
We need to probably have a weekend where we just book it, clear the whole weekend,
and just do the weekend,
and sit together and just freaking get a space and just get it done, because
doesn't need to happen.
Yeah, and it needs to be like January or February, I'd say.
Yeah, well, I'd like it to be that time.
Yeah.
What else?
Need to work on consignments, actually.
Yeah, consignments.
Anyway,
that's another thing. That's the business side of things. What else? What did you do?
So I did business. I didn't touch on family, but like family and social, but that's just generic. Like spend more time. Like.
So what do I do now? What else next?
So do business and just do like personal, like little like.
I had a thing about
materialistic things.
So maybe. I box twice a week normally.
Yeah, do fitness
and I do a lot of fitness stuff. In that boxing stuff, but my brother's a personal trainer, so there's a gym literally next door.
There is literally a gym.
There's a full-on gym next door. It's not just one of those like shit home ones. It's like quite a decent home gym that my brother's built up over
And he's
going to
start, I guess, training clients there.
Yeah,
or?
he's going to be training clients and doing whatnot. He's got, I think he's got one more thing to pass, and then he's good to go. But yeah, I have no excuse to not be working out with my brother when my brother works out, because he works out constantly. So yeah, I could literally jump in one, if not, because I'm boxing twice a week, which is 2 days a month, 2 afternoons, which I can't do jewelry, which is the thing that I want to be doing every day, but I can't, because obviously I do want to get fit. And those 2 days, if I can factor in boxing and coming home and doing a little workout after those days, I'll be very happy. My other personal one is I'm a very I drink a lot of fizzy drinks, man. Like,
I don't touch them, but I know a lot of people do. And
I'm terrible. Every time we're together, I probably had when we were out or whatever, I'd get. I don't really drink a lot of beer. I drink gin, but gin's I don't think gin's that bad for you. I was looking at tonics and stuff, and they're not good. They're not good for you, obviously, and gin's not good for you. But it's not as bad as drinking beer, which I don't really do anymore.
What couple of mates doing dry January? Yeah, going completely off everything.
Yeah, I could do that, but like I don't drink enough of it to be like, oh, I'm unhealthy because I drink that. But every single fucking drink I'd have is a Coke or a fizzy drink or carbonated something.
Do you know how I get around that? Wherever I am, I have I'm often it's easy because I'm often at my desk. You could have a water bottle.
Yeah,
mate, I have a pint glass full of water always, and then I just drink that, and then. You get to a point where you get sick of water, so I then often will have like a juice, or I'll have like then I'll maybe
like a little apple juice or something,
something else. But I just have a big glass of water, big like pint glass of water that I actually took. We stole it from a pub in Germany on wacky races.
Yes.
So I got that, and that does me.
Yeah.
You need to piss tons, which is annoying.
I've noticed that recently because I've started it already. Yeah. Like, I've only drunk water and like gin when I want to.
Water and gin.
Water and gin.
That's my diet.
I like if I want to like alcoholic something, I'll drink gin. I don't drink beer anymore because I don't want to put on that much weight. I'll have one probably if
we went out for a pint.
Then I'd have a bit or whatever. Cool. But I don't want to be drinking it all the time. Fizzy drinks, I was drinking so much. Like every day, I'd have like a few fizzy drinks. I'm with work as well. It's actually easier to get a fizzy drink than a bottle of water in most places in London.
Go and buy the fuck off big.
Yeah, I've got like special branded, like I fucking branded them up like my dad's company's like logo on and shit with I've got like flasks and stuff, but I just stuck a few stickers on and that, but I don't fucking, for what I do, it's like carrying it around and stuff is a nightmare. But I just have to do it. All I have to do is just do it and drink loads of water. That's my only personal one, I think. And then,
do you have any like more materialistic ones?
Another one is to get that watch moving. The watch that I spoke about earlier. The idea, get that sort of
business wise,
or like some sort of plan. I don't know. Yeah. Obviously in the future, but the only other thing, materialistic, is probably, are we recording on there?
Yeah.
Oh. Is, I don't know. Probably another nice Rolex for me, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, or to diamond set a fully ice out watch. I'm
for your personal.
Yeah, more because I want to do it and keep it for a while, but I want to do it with the Cartier that I've got.
Yeah.
But I really like that, plain.
Yeah.
And it is gonna. Nice. One's actually gone up on Chrono, and they're at 6,000 with it.
Really? What, a diamond set?
Diamond set. So I'll actually show you a picture quickly because I've got it on my phone.
Yeah.
But
I guess materialistic for you isn't as like, because you've got a decent car, you've got all of these, and think, oh, that is quite cool. Actually.
It's nice. It is not. They've done it really nicely.
Good. I think it's more a ladies thing that. Looking at it.
Yeah, it's just what it wears like. Like it's going to be the same sort of size. It is going to be the same size as the watch I've got. Like just with diamonds, but I don't know if I want to do it or not. It's literally like me drilling into one of my favourite possessions and that I worked really hard for and that I want to sell through Skyline as one of the nice stock watches, or hold on to it for a bit and then sell it, or just have it listed and only accept the best of the best offer. But if you diamond set it, then you've got that whole thing of that's selling that. But people are saying the diamond set watches now in England, they are for a fact. They're more popular now than they ever were.
Yeah.
I don't know if I really want to do that or not. But
No.
I'll see. But that's all my like materialistic stuff. I don't really have. I'm happy with my car. I'm happy with where I am, sort of thing.
That's good.
Another goal is just save. Just save. Just keep putting money away.
You probably want a flat at some point soon and things.
Yeah, I want to hopefully get a flat. I want to have the deposit ready for the end of the year, sort of thing. So, which is very possible for me to do.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
So I want to get that done. When I've got a flat, I'll have so much more money to be able to spend like on stuff and you know. But it's every time I get paid, it's just like I watched an interview of someone. I think it was like Shaquille O'Neal or something. He was like, get paid, halve it, put half away. And he was like, the really smart people get half of that, the remainder, half that, put that away or invest that. Don't spunk it all, which I would do, but before I had like a brief period where I just spend my money. But obviously the whole thing with this is you've put shitload of money into your thing. I've put a fucking shitload of money into my thing as well. And we're at that stage where it's like I've got watches in my bed in like my bedroom and in the house and like around here. Actually, don't say that. Not in the house. I've got watches that are around that I've been just around. No, I've got watches.
You got 2 buried in one garden. He's got 3 buried.
It'd probably be safer, to be fair. But I've got watches in places that are like that most people have. It's like the amount of it together is the equivalent of what as more than the people my age have in their bank account. And it's just sitting there, ready to
make more money.
You know? Yeah, that's it, man.
All right, so guests this year are going to come.
Yes.
So we've got Josh. We've got the Soho Watch Company. We'll get a couple of your mates.
Will, I want to get Dom on.
We'll talk to... Oh, yeah, actually, that's a cool thing. So
we can talk about it on the weekend.
Yeah, this weekend we're going up with Dom from Privilege Supply.
Yeah.
We're going to do some shoots with him. Oh, he actually said if we want to get any watch content, that'd be a good time to do that. Nice cube advice.
Yeah.
Bring some watches up, and we can get some photos of like watches on this, like in Canary Wharf and stuff. Go for a nice meal and stuff. Should be a nice little day.
It'll be good, man.
But yeah, so we'll get Dom on. We'll just get a few people on the podcast and start getting some guests. Start mixing it up because it has been 7 odd episodes of just us yabbering on. So
which is all fun and games, but
we want interesting people, and we're not interesting.
Yeah, we're very vanilla, boring.
Missionary people. Sick. While you're eating your ice cube, you want to do the outro? It's not even an outro. It just cringes me so much.
Subscribe. Show your nan.
I
forgot else what I say. Like, share us on your platforms of the social medias. And sweet one. Yeah.
Sweet one.
Nice.
See you later.
Bye.